be all good. Okay. I'm facing some issue with my camera. Let me just switch it now, and then I will switch in a few minutes. Okay, hello everyone. I hope that you are now able to hear me very well. I think now let me check how many practices so we can start. Jan, we can start now, right?
Yes, sure, please start.
Okay, great. Okay, hello everyone. Thank you to join our workshop today. It will be really great opportunity to meet you all. And then also it will be great time. I promise you it will be not very boring workshops, as much as it will be very useful for you. That it will be really great that we all will together to collaborate for this workshop. And at the same time, we will for all of us, we would like to get the benefit, which is mean the knowledge. And also we would like also to scale up. So I would like to introduce for you about AppGallery, and at the same time I'm going to introduce you about Huawei mobile services. I will briefly introduce myself. My name is Mustafa Mohsin. I'm a technical developer engineer in Huawei. I'm located in Poland, and today I will drive you through our solutions for the mobile services. At the same time, I will drive you through our wonderful program, which is Apps App program. I hope that you will be, when I will introduce, will be very interested to you. On the same time, I will really advise you that you to trace me a lot, to ask questions, to collaborate together. We are here all to learn new technology. We are all also here to improve ourselves, at the same time to have very good innovation, to have also wonderful application maybe in the futures, to scale up, help. Also, you could share your feedback. Maybe your feedback will going to be very valuable for us. At the same time, you will have a great time today. Let's stop talking about also myself now. I will drive you through about the agenda. So today, our agenda, the timing will be about, I hope I will try to do it less than 1 hour, so it will not be very boring for you. At the same time, my agenda will include several topics. The first topic, we're going to understand why we need AppGallery, why AppGallery exists, and what is AppGallery. And then we're going through to the third topic, what is AppGallery capability and futures, what AppGallery can do for you. And also we're going to through about AppGallery services. And then we'll switch to the Huawei mobile services, which is the topic that we would like also to focus about it here. From you as a point as a developer, you want to understand how to use mobile services, why to use them, what's the PowerPoint or the main point of HMS, and also what the powerful point of using it, and how for you from your side, the people who are not joined developer community. This I will here explain to you how to become, how to register your account, how to join our developer community, and also start your journey with Huawei developing services. And at the end, we're going to have a brief introduction on our program, which is the Apps App 2020. This is the new program that you will maybe you will be interested to join it. And then we will have a section for a Q&A section. This section you feel free to ask me during the whole workshops. Please try to use the chat to write down your your questions, maybe just to remember them in the end, or you can keep them, hold them until you will have this Q&A section. Feel free to ask me anything. Feel free to share any feedback or any information that you didn't get it. We can reuse it again and check it. In the end, we will have a small prize for you for the old joiner, for people who already joined us in this event. for this workshop. So we'll do like, some lottery, and we'll see, we're checking by name, and you'll see who will won Huawei Band 6. I hope that, all of you will continue to the end so that we can see who will be the winner. And this is all my agenda for our workshop today. And let's go through it. Let's check why we need AppGallery. So if we talk about AppGallery, most of you maybe first time heard about AppGallery. AppGallery basically is a store, is an application store that you can, for example, as a developer, you could publish your application in this store applications. This store application can have a mobile application, at the same time can have Internet of Things applications. We are talking about wearable applications. We are talking about mobile applications. We are talking about tablet, and also a car maybe application features, device application, and so on. So, and also at the same time, you will that we have a graphic application. We're talking about the theme and so on. So this in general, AppGallery is a store application for it's a store for your application where you will be able to target your users and audience are globally around the world. It's good to start to talk about some facts about AppGallery. We are talking here about the developer community. We are talking about the benefit from the developer side, developer point of view. When you're talking about we have 5.4 million developer community monthly active users. Also, we have talking about 580 million monthly active AppGallery users. So this is high numbers that you could relay on it as a developer, where you could target more audience, and also at the same time you could share your story with more developers. We have in AppGallery in Europe. In Europe, we reach a lot of application. We are talking about 187,000 applications already integrated with Huawei mobile services globally. Huawei AppGallery can support, as we're talking about the globally, can support 170 countries. So all these facts that maybe will be interesting from the developer view, because as a developer, what I want to join as much as developer community where I could learn and share my success, my stories, and so on. At the same time, my application, I wanted to target more users. So here, this is the 2 points that you could rely on it. At the same time, the variance of application that you could find in AppGallery will be very useful. At the same time, it's globally, it's supported in more than 170 countries. The good things also here, you can see like in AppGallery, that AppGallery can support the full scenario of your development. So you don't need to switch between multi-platforms and so on. So this is here when we are talking about AppGallery as a store, and also AppGallery as a value from the developer point. So why for now, I think most of you will be understand what's AppGallery, and why, for example, from the developers, they have to join AppGallery for these facts. And if we're going to switch to some point, we're talking about AppGallery as platform. So what's behind this store? I am a developer, how I can use this store? We have also AppGallery Connect, which is like basically is a platform for the developers where they could use it, and then they will share their applications. So this platform has been developed, also worked hard. We try to learn from others platforms. What's the problem that the developers, the global developers, facing when they try to publish their application and during the development. So this AppGallery, it's we spent a lot of investing on it just to make it fixing all the problems around the world, to make it all in one platform. So here you could start from AppGallery. You will not need any other tools to your applications when talking about releasing your application or maintenance your application on maintenance and so on. So you have the one platform where where you could have full scenario of your processing of application development. So we are talking about when you're starting about innovation, where you have the idea, and also we have a lot of technology already, including each quarter of the year, including new services. We're talking about the development, where we have the cloud services can support you with multi-services or features inside this platform. And we are also talking about the distribution, when I told you that is supporting too many globally, and also for through multi-channels. And of course, here's the most important for you as a developer. You could see that you have an like an operation where you could use many features on operation tools inside the AppGallery Connect, so inside this platform. And of course, we are talking about in the end that when you have your application, when you have everything, you need to analyze this data, and then you have to improve your application through based on this data. So we have also very financial and also secure, and also talking about advanced analytics tools, so you can have great analytics overview of your applications. So here you can see that all the services has been included in one platform, and so that means you as a developer, you don't need to switch between, for example, if you have application, you don't need to switch to another platform to do development, or switch to another platform to do operation or analyzing on distribution. So everything in one package, everything in one website, everything in one point. You don't need to switch, and this might be cost you a lot to switching between platforms. So one environment to do everything. If we go deeper about AppGallery Connect, so you see, like for example, here this is the same features I already talked about it, but including also we are talking about some services. So here the more more powerful point, as we explained that from our survey, that most of the developers, they are really always they have a pinpoint that we cannot for example, developing application one platform and use another platform to support our features and services, and use another platform to do the analyzing. So here, this is one of the points that we try to work on it and fix it, which is like you have a developer, going to be really easy graphic design, one platform for everything. Of course, this platform will provide you a test environment, which I mean, for example, if you have an application, you would like to test it and so on, you will be able to do multi-testing here, debug testing, like cloud debugging and so on. I will show you this in next slide. And of course, one of the services, like here are just a good examples. We're talking about app link services, where we're able to make the application linking between others platforms, or talking others application and so on. So this is basically the services that AppGallery can provide you. Here also we are talking about more services in AppGallery Connect. So we are talking about Connect API and so on. So most of you maybe here already work with such services and already know about them. For the people who doesn't know about these services, basically here these services is you can use them to prove your applications, the same as mobile service I will talk about. Right now, before, for example, before when we're using the application, we're talking about 10, 20 years ago, when building an application, even 10 years ago, when building an application, it would be very hard for us to build an application, because we have to go through everything. I have to design the services, I have to design, for example, the messaging and so on. So everything I have to write it down using my algorithm. But now, with those mobile services has been features has been my jobs as a developer become more and more and easier, because I don't need to go through these services. For example, we're talking about authorization services. If I would like to make login and I would like to make my user receive this, for example, login code, I don't need to develop my own algorithm to do that, where I could use one of the services which called here, for example, authorization services. So I could use it, and this service is basically some part of code. I just put it in my application, and then done. We have author services in your application. You don't need to spend time or money or cost or research to have you innovated author services, where you just could drop and drag the services to your application by some code. So here, this is the services when I talk about it, that you could, this service will be able to help you to, to build your application and make it easier, and also consume your time, as reducing your time as much as you could. So of course, AppGallery has more than 45 services. You can check them. There's a lot of services you can go through, but I'm putting here most of the common services that are using from the developers. We're talking, for example, about crash services. So this crash service, we could put it on your application to know if your application is crashing, what's the reason of crashing, and so on. So these services, it costs you only 30 minutes to integrate it in your application. So you could imagine how much time will reduce your development time to build such services when you are, for example, build it as a native, or just drop it and drag from AppGallery Connect as AppGallery services, and so on. So this is also, these services will meet all those scenario services. We're talking about build and growing, quality, and release. So each part of this section will have each service. We're talking about build has some services, which is like initial to build your application. If I would like to growing with my application, also I have some service to grow. And of course, if I would like to keep maintain the quality of these services, or quality of my application, also you have services to keep the quality app and also give you feedbacks about your application. And of course, we have some application to help you to release your application. For example, A/B testing, when I would like to release my application only for testing, so I choose some people to release such application, and so on. I know that this is about these services. Actually, might need a workshop for each services, because they are very powerful, has a lot of information you can learn about it. Also, you can see what's going on. But we make it also easier for each developer. We have a website, we have a documentation, and also inside this documentation, we have explained everything. We explain the capability, what this service can do, and how you can do with them. And also at the same time, these services are not targeting only, for example, one code of coding, which means like only one platform. Most of the services are targeted also for cross platforms. We're talking about React Native, Cordova, and so on. So these services also will meet your requirement. For example, if you are a React Native developer and you are looking for services, you will be able to find them also in AppGallery, because these services support multi-platforms. I'm talking from the code side. So if we go also further now, we have talked about the mobile services, and we have talked also about the AppGallery services. This service that can help you to, I explained, can help you to support your application services from the background. But what about if I would like to make my application more powerful? So for example, let's say that you have an application, and this application, let's say, is shopping application, and you're planning to do a shop application. You would like to, for example, introduce the shopping. So first, I would like to introduce also the location of location of the stores, or I would like to include the map or where they will be, and also I would like to put more features to the map. So that means you would like to make your application more powerful and easy for the end user. So that you extend your application from the point of user experience. Because me as a user, if I would like to open your application, I would like to see it. I would like to virtualize your application. I see what the service is. Not only you build everything from background, but I would like to see map. I would like to see location. I would like to see more AI information, machine learning, and so on. So here, where it comes to the part of Huawei mobile services. Here, mobile services, we're talking about the services that you could use it inside your application, will there be in contact with the end user. So also here, imagine how much time you will need, that you will need to develop your own services. We're talking about you have to develop your own map, maybe you have to develop on your location, and so on. But what if I have already platform can provide me all these services with high quality, and then I just drop them and drag them to my application? Here, this is what Huawei mobile services providing you. In Huawei mobile services, we also invest a lot of timing, researching, and developing on it to make it more powerful. We also learned from our competitors. We're learning from our market, what they want, what's the problems, what also we got like survey from what the developers are want to have, what the business marketing they want to have, what as like like daily life, what the user experience want to have, so on and so on. All this has been collected and filtered to have a powerful service search Huawei mobile services. So those services, what we have them here, it's basically, we try to focus on how they will be more powerful and include a lot of features. The second point, how the developer will be able to integrate them to his application, how much time he should take, is it easy to use or not. The third time is how they will be react with user experience. So this is the most extreme point that we focus on it, because other points will not be really impacting you as a developer or user experience. The most important is powerful, easy to use, easy to integrate. So those the point that we try to focus on Huawei as a research center. He will try to focus on this point, and then the result comes out with more than 60 Huawei mobile services, and this comes as services and also as a kit. As you see here, for example, we have application services. We are talking about, for example, if you would like to have account kit, or you would like to have you get benefit from the ads kit, analytic, and so on. Drive, map, pushing. We are talking about sending of notification to the to the user experience, and so on. So those are category has built as 7 category, and each category has several point. We have app services, media, AI, which is like the artificial intelligence, graphics, system, security, and smart devices. So from those services, each service you could use it, you will have you will see that it's really powerful. It doesn't take a lot of time to integrate. It doesn't have problematic. In the same time, we tried also to keep one very important point. As this marketing here in Europe is new for the developers in Europe, we didn't want them to learn from scratch. We didn't want them to learn new things again. So what we tried to make those services integration, especially for the developers and also for the end user, we tried to make them friendly for them as much as we can. So we didn't introduce something like a new graphic or a new logic or a new way that they were very far away from the current knowledge in the market, because this is will be very not really helpful for them. It will be impacting a lot. So what we try to keep them as much friendly from the graphic design, from the logic of coding, and so on. So they are very friendly for a developer from one side. On the same side, from the other side is very friendly to the user experience. But we make them more powerful by learning from our experience and also what we have done here. Here, for example, if we are talking about one of the most powerful points that we have it in Huawei, we feel proud of it, which actually the AI services. We're talking about machine learning, and also we're talking about other one. We talk about the graphic. We are talking about SenseKit or AR engine. These kits are really powerful. You as a developers, you find a lot of opportunity. You could discover, or also you could make innovation project through those kits, which is give you a high wide range of capability and powerful features. You could use it inside your applications. This is the application. Why I'm using this. The first is also trying to tell you that there is some services, looks like, in Huawei HMS Core kit that which will going to help you during your journey developing your application. At the same time, this kits, you can use them, for example, in our program, which you're talking about apps app program. So those kits and services will reduce your time, and you'll see that also you don't need to do a lot of work during the development. This is one point. The second point, this is also will be very powerful. You will make your user experience much better than, for example, maybe you're using an old future services. So you can innovate more features to your application to extend your application regarding to the user experience and so on. So here Personally, as I can, like I'm a developer here in Huawei. When I work in, for example, with the kids such machine learning or AR engine, I really enjoy it. Why? Because the new features that maybe sometimes we see it only like on science fiction movies. We say, oh, how they did, maybe it's just like graphic design. There is nothing exists right now or such algorithm that can do such things. But believe me, no, those things already in the market. We need only to check them how they work, how we can include them in our application, and also boom, they're like make our user experience for the user endpoint that they will also be impressed about such services. And in this way you will increase the the amount of people inside your application. Also you will get benefit from this number of people who will enjoy your application. At the same time, maybe you will provide a great service to the people that they already need for better digital futures life and so on. So this is when talking about HMS in total. Unfortunately, also, we don't have much time to explain more about each kit, but feel free to contact us. At the same time, feel free to go through our documentation. I will also have section to show you how the documentation looks like, how much easy to go through it. The good things here in documentation that we are using is going to be very powerful for you. If you are, for example, just you would like to start learning about the programming, or for example, you already have good experience programming, the documentation will meet your requirement. If you would like to starting, so you will be able to understand from the scratch. At the same time, it has a powerful point for the people who would like also to discover new futures and new coding way. So this is what we are talking about, mobile services. I hope that now we have a clear point that, for example, we're talking about AppGallery as a store for application. We're talking about AppGallery Connect as a platform where I could put my application and continue developing to release it to the public. And we are talking about Huawei mobile services where I could powerful my application that could include such services, so I don't need to spend much time to code everything. And here, the most talking in my point here, my workshops, I would like to show you how easy for you as a developer, how you will join and start innovating or start your journey with Huawei as a developer. Here you could register. I will show you how to register as Huawei ID, and then you become as Huawei developer. It's very basic way. We try to make it easy as much we can. It's only 4 steps. You could just do it. It takes you maybe even less than 5 minutes, and then after that you will have to wait 1 to 2 days, and then this is working days. This is to approve your account. The good things here also this, because we as Huawei targeting much more developers, and we are also willing to have a better digital life. So we will also willing to have a better futures in terms of technology. So we're trying to invite as much ideas, as much application that really could help the community develop. So we made this platform to be free of charge. So you don't need to pay as a developer. If you compare to other platforms, they are getting benefit for each registration. For us, we try to focus on getting much ideas, much application that can help the community, and also they can help us to improve our futures and solution. Those developers also in the same time motivating Huawei to improve and provide more services to the global marketing. If you, for example, here how to register, basically I'm here just showing you some screenshots. It's just you go to, if you go to any website, and then you just do any platform for searching a Connect platform, and then you just search for Huawei developer or Huawei console, and then you will get to this page, which is the main page of Huawei developer console, and you will click to sign in. Of course, it's supporting right now in two language, which is Chinese and English language. You could, for example, as a global language, when you select English language, you will click sign up, and then you will turn to the second page. And here we give you two options to do the Huawei ID registration. And then for Huawei ID registration, you will be able to register yourself with email or register with a mobile phone. Of course, with a mobile number, sorry. And of course, you have to choose your region. And then, of course, you can get the code and set your date of birth, set all your information. This is the second step. And then you will go to the third step. Here we have also give you two options we are giving for individual developers and also for enterprise companies where they have already, for the companies they already have an application they would like to join our development, so they can join as an enterprise account or join as an individual account. Of course, each account has different features. I'm talking about, for example, especially when I'm talking about finance features, because those companies, they would like to explore more tools and services to be used in their application. As an individual application, also we have a wide range as developers. They can also use it. To be honest, for me, as I'm using, like, also I'm usually using the whole individual account where I could find everything for me what I need. And of course, here is up to you what to choose. It depends on your requirement. And then you go to the final step where you have to create your developer account. So here you will, after you select what kind of developer account you want to go with, individual account or enterprise, you will have different. Of course, for individual account you will have to fill different requirement than an enterprise account. Here you have to fill your information, and of course the most important, you have to confirm that your age, and also to confirm that as a humanity side, you will just put your ID card, and then you will be able to finish the steps by submitting your request. Usually your request will be waiting. You will get email notification. You have to wait 1 to 2 working days, and then you will get your confirmation as you will be like welcoming, get message welcoming to be joining as Huawei developer, and so on. Here, before I would like to go to next tab, let's take a look about how this registration, or how as I'm explaining AppGallery Connect looks like. So I will just switch out from my screen here, and then I would like to show you how you will do it. So for example, here when you're going to click, let's say this is one of the pages for Huawei developer account, and you're talking about AppGallery Connect, for example, and then you have here the button which is start sign up. I hope that is visible for you because it's very small. And then when you click on sign up, you will be able to switch to the sign in. Because for me, because I already signed in, so I don't usually I don't need to put everything. But you see, it will be like you need to switch, for example, for mobile phone or country, and then you will be able to select which country you are and continue the registration. For me, because I already have registration, I already done the development and also done the approval, you will get the page which looks like this. Here, which is we are talking about the Huawei AppGallery Connect, where you will have everything you need as we have to play. So this is the platform we're talking about, Huawei AppGallery Connect. You will have all the features, all the services. Here you have different type of tools that might be useful for you. You see that here we have some new tools. How is still investing on developing this services to this platform to be much meeting the requirement on the marketing. And if I will go, for example, to AppGallery Connect, I have a question. Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, great. Because I was
Yes.
afraid that I'm not sharing all the screen. Yes.
You are sharing, no worries.
Okay, great. So this is when you see here, for example, AppGallery Connect as my profile as a developer. And of course, here I have all the information I would like to use. So I would like, for example, to start a new application after I just did my development. So for example, I could start a new project and so on. So you just easily will start your project. And after that, when you start your project, for example, let's say you see I have multi-project. And then we will have, like, for example, new project, as let's say test demo project. And then you will have, like, to follow on the instructions. So if, for example, here we have more powerful features, even if I am an individual account, it can show you how to do all these services. We are talking about Huawei Analytics, which is like helping you to improve the features. Of course, because we are in like, you know, in Germany, sorry, we are in Europe. So we have in AppGallery, we have 4 area that you could set. For example, for us, because we are Europe, we are setting as Germany, because we are like, you know, sitting. Okay, let me, I have problem here. We are sitting in Europe, so we have our servers all in Germany, and then we can like, you know, start our journey to make the project. And then so on, the same, you will, inside this project, you will be able to create your own application, and you will have all the features. So you remember when I talk about the features, when I'm talking about the Huawei AppGallery services, we talk about to earn, we talk about to grow and build quality and so on. So each one of these services will provide you wide range of information for your application and so on. So you could use them, and you could use these applications to use this platform, how to release your application. It's easily, for example, you see, I just within like even with less 1 minute, I just create my project, and then you can just add your application. And when you add your application, you have wide range of application you could add. You're talking about Android native application or iOS, web, quick applications, and Harmony application, which is the new system from Huawei. It's very powerful system that you also, I hope that in the future you will get some workshops about it. And of course, you have to specify which device you would like to switch your application on. And then you will need to just put the names of the application and so on. And then you will just build your application. After you building your application, you will be able to have a wide, like, you know, you'll be able to have your application. Inside your application, you'll be able to use all the services, wide range of the services and so on. So you see, for example, for me as a testing, I have multi-application, I have also a Huawei application and so on. So you could use this application, and aside from this application, you will be able to use multi features of AppGallery. You can see that I have everything in one platform. So for example, I remove this application after I did the testing and so on. So you will be able to have like, you know, I could, you know, use it in the same time I could release it again and so on. So you see that everything, all the scenario from the development, checking the building, the quality, everything in one hand. So I could have my application release and AppGallery services from one application, from one platform, sorry. So this is how the AppGallery store looks like. And you see those applications already, for example, in AppGallery. Those applications also behind for this application, they all comes from AppGallery Connect. They already has been released in our AppGallery store. This is all about how the AppGallery and the application looks like. So let's switch back to our current slideshow and from current website. So here, this is all what you need to know about how to do the registration and how you start your journey as a project application, and then you build your app. And of course, those things can be done when you already, for example, start developing your application. You could just start to build, because when you already prepare your application, connecting with Huawei mobile services, your APK is ready to be released. And then you go to AppGallery. After finishing all the approval connecting, you will be able to use all the features in AppGallery, and then you will go through the your application will be live to the public, and then you start to monetize your application to improve it and scale it up. Here also, I will show you this QR scan code. You can also maybe during the workshop, you can also use it to register your account. You can also register from the mobile phone. It's supporting also on web view. There's no problem. And now let's talk about more things, like we're talking about development. So as a developer, you might ask, okay, does does you support every tools? How I should do the development? What you could provide me if you're in the journey of development? We are talking here, as I told you, that we try to make all the services and most of the service and kits for HMS mobile services are available for wide range of login and IDE. So you could use multi-platform and those kits and services will be switched to your platform, and then you start the development on it. Here, of course, we are talking about some requirement that you have to meet before do the integration. We are, of course, after you finish the stage of registration stage, as I show you now, and then you will go to check the requirements. So you should have your own software tool, and of course you should have your HMS Core knowledge, which is like when you start on it, and then for example you have to know which kit you would like to use, and then you start to create an application. I'm talking here on the left side of my screenshot screen. We're talking about the square where you have all the information. Talking now about the creating application in AppGallery Connect. And then, of course, you have to enable the certificates. I'm talking here, like, the agreement between you and the store, that you you provide all the required information. And also you have to enable the services that we connected, the cloud services, that this service can be monetized and update by itself. And then also you could use your own configuration. You have to add the configuration to the code. So basically, when those information, you will need it when you start to integrate, for example, let's say with MapKit. So for MapKit, you will see, for example, which platform you are using, you keep it, and then you have to meet the requirement of HMS Core. For example, let's say the MapKit have to start it from HMS Core or MUI, for example, device from 3.1 or 0.0 and up, or for example, specific HMS Core. So you have to get this development or device which is meeting this requirement, because you will need such devices, or you could use the cloud debugging, but usually you better to have the device. So this device have to meet this feature. So you will start your journey to do the testing and development. And then you have to connect this application, or you have to connect your environment to AppGallery Connect environment by creating account, and you have to do the configuration. As I show you, just create application with the package name, and your application will be, you get the JSON file. As a developer, maybe you'll be familiar with the JSON file, and then you add the JSON file information to your application, so the connection will establish between AppGallery and your environment. And then, of course, when you're going to use, let's say, as example we took as a map kit, you have to enable the services of features in MapKit and AppGallery, and then you do the configuration of the map. And of course, this MapKit already built in code. You don't need to write big code on it. So you just, in most of the cases, you have to copy paste this code. Of course, you have to configure it based on your requirement and logic code. And here, during these stages, we're going to help you, for example, to provide support if you have problem in registration. Of course, here we have a big channel to support you in development. And of course, in here, we will take care about your testing and release. Also, we help you how to do the testing, how to do the release of applications. All this journey here for development from the zero to your application will be published. We're going to provide you a lot of support. You're talking about Code Lab, so you will see in reality how the application looks like, how these services will be working in your application, so you can use this Code Lab. And of course, plus we have a high range of documentation where we document every information that we think that is needable, and you will need your requirement to meet your requirement to use this documentation. And of course, we have a direct communication. We have a high range of expert people working as me, for example. We support you here. We in Huawei in Europe and globally, we support you as direct communication. You can reach out by email or through a ticket system and so on. So you could reach out and in case you have any problem, and we will have a direct information. Usually we answer within 24 hours to help you with your current questions or problems. And this is when talking about the technical support. And of course, we have a hand tag for sample code. Also, for example, if you have problem with coding some features, we are always going to help you to show you how this will be done. And of course, we are we are everywhere. As from the developer point, maybe you are already familiar with GitHub, Stack Overflow, and also we have our forum, where this community can join this forum website, and they will see that there's 1,000 of questions, of solutions, of community case sharing that people are, use it daily, so they can build a better mutual connection between all the developers. So here, this is overview of how you will do the integration. From the point, if I, let's say, even if I'm not a developer, I would like, if I would just follow all the steps, I promise it's very soft and smooth steps through all this, you will be able to maybe to build your application. Most of us has great ideas, but unfortunately we cannot find a platform that can guide us to make our ideas in real life. So I can tell you here from my experience that I have met with multi developers globally, how AppGallery can meet your requirement and can help you to bring your ideas to the public. Here we are also, I would like to I told you that we have very wide range about the documentation. So here I would like to show you how this documentation will be looks like. So in this documentation, also we didn't want to have a lot of switching between platforms. So everything in one website, and then you will be able to switch between those channels inside the website. So you will be able to search for using the engine search, and you will be able to switch from the product. For example, you have here multi-guide support when you go to, for example, to see what kind of products, solutions, or maybe you can see what kind of events are incoming events for you as a developer, or also what kind of programs and community and training. Of course, we have big range of training platform. I really encourage you, if you would like, if you are new to this field, I really encourage you to use them, you to scale up yourself. And of course, here we take an example about HMS Core, so you can see how to start it, how to start with HMS Core, which I can give you an overview. Of course, you will go into, as I promised, that even for the people who are not familiar with this mobile services, you will be able to use this documentation to scale up yourself and also to learn from it. At the same time, you will have more advanced channel. We're talking about from the right side, we're talking about guidelines or reference channels where you will have all the APIs and coding, and also the SDK channels. So you will be able to see how those platform, how those kits are using, which kind of SDK, which was the solution there, and so on. So this is, we're talking about Huawei documentation. Of course, the documentation provide you in English language, which is a global language for everyone can be rich. And also this documentation can split to AppGallery documentation or HMS Core documentation, or for any part of Huawei products. For each product, you will have documentation where you will learn from it. Beside that, we told you that we will have a big range of support. So you could, for example, after you finish the registration, feel free to contact us from the technical support side. We will be always there to support you. And of course, we will be everywhere. For example, talking about GitHub, where we will also putting our code labs there. You could use them, take a look about it. And of course, you get useful from the case sharing from around the world about the developers in our Huawei developer forum. So here, I hope that you get the overview of all the information that you can get about AppGallery. So I hope that you already deliver for you this information, what AppGallery looks like, why you need to join AppGallery, and also what's the service and capability that AppGallery can provide you as a programmer. And also we all talk about Huawei services. This is all what for you as starting to join Huawei, register for Huawei platform. This is all what you need for now. And of course, I told you as a promise also, you will not need to be shocked in any information, because it's really smoothly going to be for you, so you can use it. And here in the end, I would like also to share with you, this is for that why we are talking about this workshops, is just to guide you how to go through the Huawei program, innovation program. We're talking about Huawei Apps App. So this is the application that Huawei also invest a lot of money on it just to help you. Is like about 1 million. Sorry, okay, this application can help you the program to help you to improve your like to show your ideas or innovation to the world. At the same time, we're going to support you during this program. You could join it. It's already started in June. You still have time until October that you could join it. For example, we will have 2,100 euro, sorry, $2,100 for the winner, and you can see that this kind of awards, best social impact, best gaming, our scenario coverage, and so on. So those will going to help you through all the channels. Let me just minimize this one. Yes. So you'll be able to join this program. I really suggest you to join. You will have a you will chase with the multi developers. They will have great ideas. Also, you can use your own innovation or idea. All people are welcome to this program. You can develop your own application and show it to the people. You can start registration for this program. I already put the link for it, and then you will have also more information about this program, about Huawei Apps App, where you will be able to join. This is the guideline or the agenda for the Huawei Apps App content. So, for example, I told you we already have started this program. The kickoff was on June 24, and then until October, this period will be about registration and submission your application. So you still have a time. I think 2 months until October actually is too much time to go, because as I told, especially if you're going to use Huawei mobile services or AppGallery, you will be able to reduce your time of developing and just bring any idea. For example, you have it in your mind, Huawei AppGallery and Huawei mobile services will be able to make it true for you. And then, of course, you're going to be like reviewing and announcing the winners until you're going to have the final awards and ceremony in December this year. I really advise everyone to join. I really we're really going to show like how we're going to support. For me, I personally really advise all my friends. I also at the same time advise you to join, because in the same time it's not only about the awards, but actually about scaling up ourselves, challenging ourselves to be to have better digital life for the world and show our ideas loudly to all the public. So here you have a registration code. So from this card you can scan it to do the registration for Huawei developer. And on the left side you will have the Apps app, where you will have also code to join to the page for Apps app registration. You could also join and see more information, more guideline about this program. I think here we don't have much information now to share from my side. I would like now to learn and also to know from your side what you think, how we can help, if you have any question or any information you would like to share with us. So now the stage for you guys all. So do you have any question?
I guess now maybe we can move to the next step.
Okay, great. So I will continue to the final stage of our workshop today, which we are talking about the lottery stage. So we're going to use a tool which is like special on this online website that can help us just to get a random name of all the participants who will be joining us to win the Huawei Band 6. Jan, can you help me to collect all the names?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So we can have it in the chat where I will be able to open the.
Yeah. Let me think about that, because I have to change my computer.
Okay, I will also try to see.
Okay. How about open the link? Yes, and input the names. I think it will take about just 2 minutes.
Yes, yes. So we can input the names. Let me check also the chat name.
Okay. I will copy that for you. Yes, please check.
Let me wait 1 minute. I'm just trying to switch. Okay, so we have those first names.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, so
Yes.
I hope that we didn't forget anyone, right? So let me make
Yes.
sure again. So we have all of them. Okay. Hey guys, I need to hear from you. Are all of you ready now?
Yes, because so they are looking forward.
Maybe they have issue broken, like with the noise or anything, or maybe the speakers doesn't work.
Yes. In the
So
chat box.
we can count together. You want to count together?
How about Chuanqi? Could you please turn on your audio, maybe?
Yeah,
Hi,
I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great. Okay, great. And also from my side, I really would like to say I'm very sorry for sharing my camera. I don't know why it shows like in a different color because
Hi,
maybe I'm
Mustafa.
using
Sorry,
different. Yes.
two more name.
Yes,
Laura
no problem.
and, or
Before
yes,
we
these
just
two.
tell me, yes.
Yes.
Mhm. Okay, great.
Yes,
So
please.
I will start to count now, and then you will have to see who's the winner.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope everyone will be the winner. 3, 2, 1. Who's the lucky who will get it?
Harry.
Okay, Harry. You are the
Hey,
lucky
Harry.
one.
Hey,
Can
are
you?
you there?
Yes, Harry, do you hear us?
Hey, Harry.
Yes,
Oh, thanks.
thank you.
Okay.
I can hear you. Jasper.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
congratulations, Harry.
Yeah, thank you.
You will get this wearable, and then our team will send it to your location. So please provide your information location to Jan. So we can send this wearable for you.
Yes,
Okay.
please contact me via this email.
Okay, I send an email and let's be in touch.
Yes, please send email, and then you will be able to get the wearable, so we can send it to you.
Yes, the second
Okay.
one is correct.
The second one, yes.
Yeah, the second one.
And also I will share my name, my email with you on the chat. So also you'll be able to contact me in case that you will need to get more information, or you would like to get more support, or something that you didn't understand. So we can have a session for you to help you to understand more about Huawei services. I would like to say that I'm very sorry for this technical issue from my camera, that it didn't work right now. I don't know. It was everything working, but when we need it, it doesn't work, unfortunately. So thank you for everyone who joined this event. I really appreciate your time. And then in the future, let's keep in touch. I hope that you will be able to join our event. I also encourage you highly encourage you to join the program, where I will be also with you to have better idea and make your ideas to come through to the public. So thank you for everyone. Thank you for time and have a great evening.
Thank you. You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.